So I'm assuming that a lot of people, whenever they talk to you or you talk to people, they're going to say that you or that they found you through your father's book,
Sure.
Killer Angels. So for me, it's actually the opposite. So I love the Killer Angels, one of my favorite books of all time. Gettysburg's my favorite movie. But I actually found the Killer Angels through Gods and Generals.
I hear that, and when I started hearing that years ago, I was amazed. I mean,
Right.
people would come up to because I'm used to people come up and say, "Oh, I love your father's book. Oh, what's this? You know, Gods in General. Oh, I'll take a look." When they come up and do exactly the opposite, like they've been reading my stuff, and it's like, "What is this Killer Angels?" Like, oh, well, that's amazing to me.
Right. Yeah, and the thing about and I actually recently I've been reading too much nonfiction, so I just went back and reread Gods and Generals and Killer Angels. And there's a one thing I've noticed is it's going to sound strange when I say this, but I think you'll understand. There's a difference and a similarity in the writing style at the same time. So like your Gods and Generals follows a very similar format to the Killer Angels, but I can tell that it's two different people writing those books, and both are fantastic in their own way. But I think it's you can tell that your father didn't write Gods and Generals and you didn't write Killer Angels.
Well, some people would argue that because I've actually had people. There was a reviewer, and somewhere out in Texas when Gods and Generals came out, and in his review he said, "So what did this guy Jeff Shaara do? Take his father's manuscript and slap his own name on it, talking about Gods and Generals?"
Right.
I mean, that's a backhanded compliment in the worst way. But I mean, and I've heard that a lot. Oh, I understand your father wrote Gods and Generals and you finished it. It's like, no, no. My father had been gone for a while
Right.
before I even started that. And it was my sister who actually, when she read the manuscript of Gods and Generals, she said, "This is being written by the ghost of our father."
Right.
I mean, that's a pretty nice thing to hear.
Absolutely.
The first thing I did when I started working on Gods and Generals, the first day of research, the first thing I did, reread Killer Angels. This is the prequel. It's got to blend. It has to flow right into Killer Angels. So become even that much more familiar with it so that I can, write the story that way, whether it's the characters or the setting or whatever. So, and also, I had no idea how to write. I'd never written anything before.
Right.
And, so I read Killer Angels thinking, well, this is the way it's got to be. And I definitely copied my father's format. In fact, I've done that in every book I've written. But the actual style of writing, you can't copy that.
Right.
You can copy it for 10 pages, but you're not going to copy it for a whole book. You run out of gas.
Yeah.
Because then it becomes all about style and there's no substance to the story. So, the fact that some people, and I've heard the word, I love the word, I've heard the word seamless, that you can go from, one to the other and it's seamless. That doesn't mean I'm copying my father's style. That just means that I write that way. I mean,
Right.
maybe it's something I've inherited. I don't know.